video is Vlogmas day number 6. And today, on a little slow on time, I ain't gonna even lie. So, I decided to come on and show you guys my sleepwear rainbows as I tell you guys a Christmas story time. All right, you guys. So, this is the pajama set that I picked up from Rainbow. It is really cute. It is a one piece, as you guys can see, but it's also stretchy in the waist, and it has this fake drawstring. It doesn't really function, so it fits really cute. It's really nice. I like this, and this is the back of it. And I paired it with the little fuzzy slippers that they have at Rainbow. I just showed this in a previous video, a pair of these in the previous video I just did like 2 days ago, and they had them with the diamond across it, so that would be even cuter if you got those. But that's what these shoes are good for. But they are for outside, but they are really cute for indoor slippers, for bedroom shoes to match your outfits. They look really nice, and y'all can see that I have a couple of them up here, and you probably want them, but you figure like you don't want to wear them outside, but they make really good bedroom shoes. So yeah. All right, you guys, now for the story time video. Let me tell y'all what happened to me one Christmas. So anyway, we're gonna name her Willa Keisha, right? So Willa Keisha called me one day, and she asked me, did I want to get some toys for my son for Christmas? Did I want to be a part of a program that was giving out free toys for the holidays, right? So I was like, yeah, because, you know, my money wasn't looking too good that year, right? So I had already said I was just going to pull out a small little desktop tree, put it up, and probably go over to some friends and family house for the holidays. That's just how bad it was. So when she called me, it was right on time. I was like, yeah, show me the way. Lead me there. So she was like, oh, okay, so all you got to do is do X, Y, Z, put your name on the paper, turn it in. In fact, just give me the paper and I'll turn it in. I was like, okay, cool, bet. I was happy. Right? I was all emotionally involved. I was there. This came at the right time. Right place, right man, right time, right? So I was like, okay. So she said, just give me the application. So I did the application. Now that you emotionally involved, she said, well, I just wanted to ask you, you mind adding my niece on to the application? Because mind you, she had just took her niece in. Her niece lost both her parents that year, a couple of months apart. So I was like, okay, if I can help her have a holiday, why not? You know, somebody helping me out. Went here and watch the other. So I was like, okay, I'll put her on the list. What would he like for Christmas? I had a whole list, right? Because I was already thinking like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Basically, that's how my Christmas was looking that year. It was rough, to say the least. But anyway, so she was like, oh, okay, well, don't worry about it. They're gonna give you a tree, they're gonna give you a turkey, and they're gonna give you some toys. I was like, okay, well, I'm there. Tell me where to sign up, right? So she was like, oh, just do the application. I'll give you the application, you fill it out and give it back, and I'll turn it in for you. I was like, okay, cool. I'm right there. So anyway, now that I'm all emotionally involved, right, and I'm all excited, do that day, right? So she was like, oh, but let me ask you something. I'm like, because Willa Keisha is known for I call her the devil, right? Because you know how the devil don't give you nothing without nothing in return, right? So anyway, but I was like, okay, what happened with Willa Keisha? She said, you know, she lost both of her parents. So do you mind putting her on your application with you because I won't qualify? I was like, all right, no problem. Because she helped me, so I'm gonna help her, right? So I put on the application. It ain't gonna hurt me. I'm not paying for it. I'm not going to Toys R Us. You are us. They are us. Nothing. Somebody bringing it to me, right? So I said, it ain't gonna hurt. Let me put on. If I can make her holiday better, jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle all the way. I just make her happy, right? So I said, okay, put on the application. So now I put on the application, and lo and behold, Christmas Eve came, right? So they get ready to deliver the toys, right? So the people come over, right? And I get a knock on the door. They tapping down the door, right? So I'm like, who that is at the door? So I goes and answer the door. That's faithful Christmas Eve morning, right? That went and faithfully opened it. I went and answered the door, right? So I see a big white van outside, right? And one person after the other jumping out like clowns out of a car. You know how the clowns, one clown after the other. They were jumping out like clowns, right? So it's like, boom, boom. I'm like, how all of them fit in there? Anyway, no problem. All of them jumped out with a gift. Fine. The more the merrier, right? So they jumping out the car. Everybody jumping out with a gift in their hand. Jingle bell, jingle bell. You know, real jolly and looking like Santa's elves. All of them had on a hat with a gift to bear. So I'm like, okay, I'm all smiling like, that's so nice, right? So they getting out. They coming in the door with a gift in their hand. And then lo and behold, the last person got out. Finally, the line stopped. The last person got out. But he jumped out with a mic in his hand. And I'm like, and a camera. What's going on here? I'm looking crazy. I'm looking foolish. He just clean wiped the smile off my face. So I'm like, why you got a camera and a mic? And I looked and I'm like, that's the news people. I said, boy, as soon as they, I said, oh, this the news people, right? And then I started doing math in my head. Like, okay, free toys, drive. You has been exposed as a needy family. I said, oh, no, she didn't. Anyway, right? I had to regroup and collect myself. I'm like, trying to smile, keep it together, trying to figure my way out of all of this. What am I finna do? Should I push them out the door? Should I run out the door? What the hell am I finna do? Because ain't no way in hell my face finna be all over the TV screen every 10 seconds saying this is a needy family. So anyway, they came over. My son was asleep at the time. And he was young, right? So he was deep sleep. Deep sleep. They was still trying to wake him up and like, look at the train. Look at the bus. Look at the car. Look at the plane. Look at what we got you. Look at the beautiful Christmas tree. They kept trying to show him all kind of stuff. Trying to show him everything that they bought. But every time they tried to show him, he was like this. They woke him back up. He was like this. They woke him back up. He was like this. They woke him back up. They was like, you know what? He's too asleep. They just left it alone. I was so happy. I said, but as soon as they docked that door, I'm finna call her. They was like, oh, well, we're just gonna let him go on still. I was like, yeah. You know, I was so glad that he didn't wake up, right? I think that's the only thing that saved her. Because y'all know on the news, right? When y'all see people getting free gifts for the holiday, they pass out, woo, thank you, and crying, excited and happy and hugging and crying, saying thank you for the gifts, right? So the fact that this wasn't no exciting, joyful moment, it was kind of dull and boring. They decided to just pack up and leave, right? They left the gifts. They left everything, right? So they went on here and they left. And then as soon as they docked that door, I called her. I said, look here, sister. Don't try me like that. I said, why you didn't tell me that the news people was coming with these gifts? That they was the ones that's bearing the gift and I was going to be on the news as a needy family. She stuttering, lost her words, her train. It's like as if she didn't know that I was going to be put on the news as a needy family. She was like, I didn't know that. Yes, you did. You knew the hookup. So you knew this is why you wanted your niece put on my application so that my face would be on the screen. And she didn't even bring her niece that morning. She was just going to let them come and surprise me. And she come and get the gifts later. Do the math. Y'all right here with me? So why you ain't come? Expose me as a needy family.